Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Titan Quest 2. Now, ever since THQ Nordic announced the release or the coming release of Titan Quest 2, I have been so excited. With the exception of Last Epoch 1.0, this has been my #1 game, most anticipated to get my hands on for 2024, and Steam still says coming soon, and they kind of talked about a 2024 release. I'm guessing it'll be early access or a closed beta, or maybe they're going to push it back. I don't know. But even on Steam right now, it says coming soon. So who knows? Diablo 2, original Titan Quest, Torchlight 2. These are the games that really got me to fall in love with the genre. So I'm hoping they do this new game justice. Now, THQ dropped this news post, mythological level designs. We're going to be talking about the design of Titan Quest 2. We're going to be talking about potentially open world elements and how that's going to work in this news post. Now, before we get into it, just in case you didn't know it, THQ Nordic also announced a digital showcase for 2024, and this is set for August 2nd. So even though we haven't seen gameplay and we don't know all the systems for Titan Quest 2 yet, I'm hoping it'll be somewhat similar to Titan Quest 1. It shows right here. The showcase will feature world premiere announcements, updates on previously announced games like Titan Quest 2. I'm guessing they're saving all the meat and potatoes, all the juicy stuff for the August 2nd showcase. So I keep getting asked over and over again, when are we going to find out everything? And the best I know is August 2nd. All right. Mythological level design. Long ago in the year AD 206, we first embarked on the epic journey that began in ancient Greece. If you have not played Titan Quest, you really should play it. It's a lot of fun. The core element that connects all of this memorable moments is, of course, the unique and cherished setting in Titan Quest. In order to create an experience worthy of the original, the world of Titan Quest 2 is being handcrafted from the ground up, and today we want to take a deeper look into what that means. Yes, when you look at the images, when you look at the environment, it looks like it's like hand painted. It is so nice. Now, some people like procedurally generated. You could definitely tell Titan Quest 2, at least for their level design, they are not going that way. This is going to be static. It's going to be beautiful, and hopefully we don't get sick of it. A setting of mythical proportions. While exploring in Titan Quest 2, you'll discover many points of interest, from stately temples, the layers of mythological beasts, and the realms of divine beings. Some are along the path, while others are secluded, offering greater mystery and greater rewards, but also deadlier encounters to overcome. Now, in previous posts, they have showed off some enemies. They showed off some mini boss encounters. And I will say, at least in the imagery and everything we have seen, it looks a little empty. All right, it looks a little empty. The combat looks a little more no rest for the wicked. I am hoping they don't go that route. And this is a true hack and slash. But again, we're going to have to wait and see. Even during pictures they showed us, they've showed enemy groups. So like, you know, a tank, a healer, a range, and you got to deal with the group. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. That's kind of what I've been seeing. They talk about in here, I don't want to read this whole thing, that we're going to be visiting ancient locations, mythological locations, and they're putting that all in there. It talks about these beautiful vistas and these waterfalls and us being on the banks and the beaches. Then it's just going to be an absolutely beautiful and stunning experience. And if these images come to life in any way in engine, yeah, that's going to look really, really good. And it definitely has a Titan Quest feel. 100%. Okay. I'm not going to read this. We're going to move down to the more exciting part. Open world potential. And this is a really interesting word they drop here. Potential. And basically what they're saying is this is not a true MMO from the standpoint is that it's completely open world, but it has potential. Titan Quest 2's world is being a blend of open roaming spaces and structured points of interest. Our roaming areas are tailored towards freedom of exploration, environment, interaction. It's going to be vertical and uncovering secrets. Ladders can be climbed, ledges jumped, and if you look closely, you might even notice that it is possible to interact with part of the environment to create a new way forward. Epic vista points reveal glorious panoramic views and handcrafted world. Meanwhile, smaller locations and structure points of interest break up into the open world, offering opportunities for grand adventures like harrowing mountain climbs leading to a griffin's nest. The world itself provides player guidance, and we're sure you'll be pleased to see the classic zone torches return. So what it's saying is that you will likely have an objective, and the objective is over there. And you know where the objective is. You know that that's ultimately where you're going. But instead of going straight to that objective, you can go left, you can go right, you can go up, maybe down, cave, dungeon, nest. There's going to be a lot to do in the world, and it is going to benefit you for exploring. So not true open world, because you'll be pointed to the direction. But it looks like there's going to be a lot of fun things to do. Handcrafted, each area means that we can navigate features and really reward those who want to explore every nook and cranny. Keep your eye out for hidden paths and ledges to jump from. You never know what's waiting on the other side. These new ways of traversing the world also complement the vertical of the environments with deep canyons, coastal cliffs, along pristine beaches, and backdrops with beautiful farmlands, hinting where your next adventure or challenge awaits. And look at the art looks great. I'm kind of curious how long this game has been in development. Titan Quest 2, maybe they've been working on it for a really long time. I don't know. And then it talks about mythological locations. And this is basically just saying that a rune shrine with a mysterious riddle could be the opportunity to win the favor of a god, while a relic of the Titans might be hidden underground, waiting to turn the unsuspecting into a monster. Attention to detail is key to ensuring that all these locations contribute to the end goal of crafting a world worthy of myth and legend. And it just shows a shrine right here. So it looks like there's going to be a lot to interact with. But what we have not seen at all is packs of enemies, like any form of mob density. Like right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess 5. That might be the most I've seen at a time. And the world just feels empty. In the images they have showcased to me, the world feels very empty. I don't know if anybody else has been tracking this game and following it, but that is how I have felt. And we haven't seen any combat whatsoever. But in the previous post, it talked about how you have to dodge and parry and time your attacks. And it felt Souls-like. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I don't want to jump to any conclusions until we see the gameplay. And hopefully we don't have to wait till August 2nd. But if we do have to wait, I will wait for it. So that's the post. Handcrafted world with lots of open world elements. Now, I want to know from you. Are you excited for Titan Quest 2? Is all the news and everything that they have dropped, are you hyped for this game? Or is the hype kind of dropped since they haven't really showed us a lot? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please check out the Discord, is the second link in the description. We have game night, movie night. We have a new merch giveaway that we're going to be giving a new action RPG hat away just for being in the Discord. We are ramping up our community events for Last Epoch Cycle 2. Check out the Discord. It's a great place to hang out, especially if you're looking for people to play with you. We've got lots of voice channels. Please like, share, and subscribe. And the best way to support is always Patreon. Always a lot of cool stuff on Patreon. I'm done. Titan Quest 2. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.